Like, take it.
Where are you from, like,
You
originally?
hardly ever hear her speak. She doesn't post race day selfies. She's not tagging anyone, not even him. And yet, Alexandra Mleux is one of the most talked about women in Formula One. So, who is she? And how did a quiet, off-grid art girl become the most mysterious it girl on the grid? Alexandra is Swiss-Italian and French-speaking. She's in her early 20s, and before the cameras turned, she was just an art history student into galleries, vintage fashion, and quiet mornings in Paris. Now, she's a muse. Not because she's loud or everywhere, but because she's curated. Soft power, beige toned, minimal captions, maximum mystery. Her Instagram has over 2 million followers. And despite that, we see no F1 posts and no posts of Charles. Just her aesthetic, and their dog, Leo, who honestly gets more screen time than her boyfriend. She doesn't follow any F1 pages, and she doesn't engage with the hype. She doesn't chase the spotlight, which is probably why the spotlight can't stop chasing her. Now, let's talk about the fashion, because we can't discuss Alex without discussing her fashion. And my, does she serve. Yes, it's minimal, but it's expensive, intentional, and undeniably show-stopping. Her style is what you'd get if old money Tumblr grew up and started shopping at Margiela. You'd get muted tones, micro shorts, oversized jackets, and ballet flats, and always the sunglasses. I just threw this on energy, except it's Meshki, Alo, Jacquemus, Rode, and Prada. She's collaborated with all of them without ever doing a single haul or get ready with me. Just soft tags in vanishing stories, no captions and no promo codes. Blink and you'll miss it. That's the brand and that's the power. And of course she's dating Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's golden boy, Monaco's favourite, and one of the most adored drivers on the F1 grid. But you wouldn't know it from looking at her socials. There are no couple selfies, no behind the scenes F1 content, and that's all intentional, and that's what makes people even more obsessed. But here's the twist. Even if she doesn't post it, we still see her. She's at the races, she's in the garage, she's in the background of every paddock walk and a podium moment. She's always there, quietly supporting him. We don't hear from her, but we do see her. And somehow, that makes the silence even louder. She's close enough to fame to feel aspirational, but far enough to feel untouchable. She's not using him for clout, but she's not pretending the spotlight didn't follow him right to her doorstep. But let us address the elephant in the room. If Alexandra wasn't dating Charles, would any of us be talking about her right now? Would people be reposting her outfits, obsessing over her selfies, or making blow-up guides in her name? Probably not. Because before Charles, she was just another art student posting soft, beige pictures. Beautiful, yes. Interesting, maybe. But world famous? No. What changed was him. Dating a world-famous F1 driver catapulted her into the spotlight she never asked for. And suddenly, the whole world started paying attention. That's the contradiction. The mystique, the aesthetic, the quiet luxury, it all hits harder once she was standing next to someone famous. But here's where I think Alexandra is kind of a genius. She knows the game, and she's playing it quietly, strategically, and beautifully. She's never made her brand about Charles. Instead, she's built something that lives independently of him. Her outfits, the art, the books, the mystery, that's her brand, not his. She's created a version of herself that could exist with or without him, and that's what makes her dangerous. Because sure, she might have entered the room with a Ferrari driver, but if he ever walks out, she's staying. So maybe the most iconic thing about Alexandra isn't her mystery, her fashion, or her relationship. It's the fact that she's mastered the art of public presence without ever needing to explain herself. She doesn't shout, she doesn't overshare, she doesn't give us what we expect of influencers in this day and age, and yet we still can't look away. Because sometimes you don't need to be loud to be seen. You don't have to scream to be powerful. You can be quiet, you can be soft, and you can move differently and still be unforgettable. Because Alexandra isn't heard, she's seen. If you love this intersection of motorsport, fashion, and feminine genius, you're in the right place. Subscribe for more commentary from the girly side of F1. Thank you for watching. See you next time.